My name is Riley. I just can't seem to get anything done in winter. I'm 45 years old and I've left my 1A piled up for the past few days. Because my room is on the fourth floor, it's freezing when I go outside to. Even if I hang the laundry in my rock, is no heating in the passage. I am too lazy to get out of my room. I have to get over my winter only laziness. Today, I would like to share with you have continued to support my husband days and cold days, no matter how has been for me. I hope you will listen to it. It was a long time ago. After graduating from college, I joined a theater company run by some of my seniors. It was there that I met Jackson, who became my husband. He had aspirations of becoming an actor, but he was not very good at it. His acting skills were not spectacular, but when I saw him practicing his lines by himself after everyone else had left, I fell in love with him. And when I was 27 years old, my family vehemently opposed me marrying someone with a lower income. I decided to work harder and managed to convince my family, and we eventually got married. It was a great love affair, almost eloping. When we decided to get married, left the theater troupe. I did this to support my husband's becoming an actor. There were not many jobs available at that time, but I continued my desperate search and managed to find a job. For a long time after that, I continued to support my husband while working. However, the opportunity to make a name for himself in the TV world came. He has become a much better actor than we first met, and the range of roles he can play has expanded. His face is not the latest fashion, has a look that could be called AP. However, compared to idols who are in the spotlight, theater troupe members are not as conspicuous. It was a common story that a young, no experience in acting and no power snatched the job from the side. However, after a long and arduous process, a turning point came for my husband. After my college senior, who was of the theater company, quit the corps. Before I knew it, he had joined AK Company through an acquaintance in entertainment business. What is a casting company? They are companies that work between client, the entertainment agency, or sponsor to provide casting support for commercials, advertisements, and even movies. Some of them are run by former managers or entertainment agencies, and they use their contacts from those days to get good entertainers at a low cost. It is a very convenient company in the industry. And of course, the senior staff who there had the authority to suggest entertainers to clients and sponsor. Some of you may have already noticed. This senior employee suggested that her husband, who has yet to see the light of day in a local commercial in Omaha. My husband was born in that area, and there was a movement to renew the commercial local manufacturing. The senior mentioned my husband's name. Since it was a local commercial, the no rivals, and my husband won the CC without difficulty, my husband's face became so familiar to people that it was beyond his imagination. Well, it was aired to certain areas where local sweets were famous, so gradual and more people, young and old, men alike, came to know my husband's fame. He also began appearing in local television commercials. In an information program, he performed a dance. The children loved the song because it was athletic and bad at dancing, so he became more popular. From then on, my husband's attitude home gradually changed.
I'm a celebrity. I can't walk around in plain clothes. The food we had at the shoot was delicious. When I go home, the food looks so good.
In short, he began to complain about his current life. By the way, I chose his clothes and the meals. It was dissatisfaction with the current life, but it could also be taken as dissatisfaction with me. At that time, my husband's income was increasing compared to before. However, since we've been living off of our income alone, We have almost no savings. I didn't know how long my husband's popularity would last. I was afraid that my husband's popularity would not last long. So we lived frugally and continued to save money. But my husband didn't like that.
Why am I, a popular guy in the world, living such a simple life? I felt ashamed.
He said to me, I thought he is not that popular, but I decided to tolerate it, and that was inevitable because he eventually succeeded. It took him a long time to succeed, but he could not tolerate this level of selfishness. If it motivated my husband, so be it. Then, my husband joined an office near his home to work, not only in the local area, but also in New York. It was like being sold along with a successful star, but he was an added bonus position. But just having your face on TV make difference. Although he was known only to those know, my husband's name recognition increased. It was mostly talent work, not acting it should have been, but my husband seemed to be happy, thought it was okay. Then one day, on the day of his appearance at a one event, he told me he was tired and stay at a nearby inn. He did not come back few days. I could understand if he was working York, but he could still come home minutes when it was in his hometown. If he was tired, wouldn't he come and take a rest? To be honest, I haven't overlooked that my husband is frequently looking at his cell phone these days. He hasn't been home in over a week. He said he had to attend a sponsor's reception. He has been treating me very roughly. The other day, he sighed when he saw a beautiful girl.
I'm tired of seeing your face.
I was told. I'm pretty sure that my husband has woman in his life, and more than one. After I became convinced of this, I pay closer attention to my husband, eye movements, than ever before. I found that he was not only frequently looking at his cell phone, but was taking it into the bathroom with him. I didn't notice it because I usually eat while my husband was taking a shower. Apparently, he was making phone calls in the bathroom, using the sound of the toilet cover.
It was great last night. When can we do it again? I love you too, babe.
They had a chilling conversation that sent a chill down my spine. If this is what my husband is saying on a daily basis, that he is not communicating with his male sponsor, I would be concerned. I would have a chill down my spine, up my spine, but all over. Most of the time, 3 days after phone call, my husband wouldn't come more than one occasion. It was also successfully proven that my husband was having an affair. Just as I predicted, I wonder if he is fooling me out of it. Just when I thought he was cheating on me. The incident happened at dinner time.
Please, divorce me. I'm already popular and you're not useful to me. I love another girl. I can't love you anymore.
I won't go so far as to say it came out of the blue. It's because it's exactly what I expect. But I wish he would stop mocking me with saying, "You're no longer needed because I'm well and have a girl you like." I have been supporting my husband and emotionally for about 20 years. Was unsuccessful. Remembering the time when we first today, I felt a few tears welling up eyes. I thought, if he is this kind of don't want to be with him either. So I thought to myself,
Okay, I will leave you.
I accepted my husband's request. It was 4 days after I divorced I had bought the house, so I kicked him out as soon as the divorce was finalized. But he was standing at the door.
Do you still have some business with me?
I asked him, and he glared at me.
Is it true that you're the writer of one surprise project?
Oh, no. Did you just find out now? Yes, all those girls you liked were set up.
In fact, I was a member of a theater. I was a playwright who wrote scripts, performed in plays, and directed others. I got a job after marrying my husband, but couldn't give up my dream of becoming an artist. I was sending my works to open competitions for TV programs and so on. One of my seniors at the university of this approached me as well. He suggested that I should become an apprentice to one of his senior writers. A scriptwriter is a person who writes scenarios for TV programs and dramas. This successful writer was also involved in the writing of a number of variety shows. At the time, he was the unreachable for me. I decided to become his apprentice, simple yes, while continuing to work and learn the basic writing skills. I submitted my work to various publications, but the world is not easy. No matter how many times I applied, getting rejected. Then, this successful writer reached me. He suggested, "Why don't you try to compose a local variety show yourself?" Of course, I decided to take the job. One of the programs was a surprise trick my husband. We set up a failed grave idol, celebrities to pretend to like him. Then, the program examines whether who has professed to have a wife, fey young girls. The girls my husband was playing with before the program started were all before the program began, he was cheating on me. But for the last 6 months, I've been setting up for a surprise project.
Was recording the videos in the way you were here? It was fun, like when you were saying baby in a cat-like voice.
No way. Don't tell me you're going to broad on TV.
It should be on TV, right? It's I'm the planner and writer of the show, so I'm in a better position to judge it. It won't be rejected just because you're embarrassed to have it on the air.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He raised his voice and became furious.
It was good too. You were saying, honey, we should pee? Word? Again? I didn't know you were into that title thing.
What? Oh, you made that up too.
I did. As far as I know, it's not possible to change the font size of the text in a PDF document without editing the original file. However, you can use Adobe Acrobat Reader DC to zoom in or out on the text to make it larger or smaller. 9 out of 10 people thought they were popular. Did you think you were too?
He pales in front of my laughing face.
I know what kind of girls you like, so I picked the ones who would hook you. I auditioned and chose them. The producers were in a groove. You were talking with girls and baby. Oh, yeah. This one will air to a love song starting with I for you.
Huh?
A love song to you that starts with, my heated heart is a burning heart. We all laughed when we saw that vibe. I never thought you'd give a song to a girl. Maybe you're more suited to be a con than a TV personality.
His face turns red as I sang the lyrics to his embarrassing song.
My heated heart is a burning heart. What a funny collocation you made. Are you under fire for the public? Are you okay? Sorry, you don't even want to with me. Have you turned into ashes? While I was laughing a lot in front, he was nodding his head with his eye tears.
I'm so embarrassed.
I didn't expect that you had but I can't do it. It was really fun though. I'll definitely share it.
I'm begging you. You have the power to do something.
I'm still a newbie. I don't have the authority to change the content of. It's a good thing for you and it will make you popular.
No.
Oh, but it's impossible.
He's astonished at my phrases.
The part where you said, I don't need you anymore, and I want to say, that part was really frowned upon by production members. I'm afraid this prank show might be one you won't ever appear in.
I grinned, and he gasped for air as he scrambled to his feet.
Oh, please. I hope you were joking when you said you wanted a divorce. It was all my fault. So please edit everything.
What are you talking about?
What?
The divorce was no prank. You're the one who originally proposed divorce.
He is immensely surprised when I answer him with a straight face.
We were in on this prank show, so 6 scenario for our actions, but you, the one who's being surprised, don't have a scenario, do you? That's what I mean. You asked for a divorce, so I said that's all. The producer was overjoyed that the joke about cheating was so funny it had to be aired at any cost. We're getting a divorce too. I can't believe you still think your proposed division is a prank. You're an idiot. This is my husband. No, I'm sorry too. I'm sorry for hiding the prank show. I'm gonna air it and I'm getting divorced. Please accept my apology.
That's not an apology at all.
He was upset, but he knew exactly what he had done, and I laughed at him. There was no way I was going to apologize. If he had cheated on me and it was from the beginning, I would have left him. I was just taking advantage of his cheating on me to get revenge. It's not my fault that he cheated or the first place. He's an idiot husband of the century.
That's what I'm saying. So get the of my house. If you're in front of my house, I'm calling the police. Hey, Jackson from Malala Dance, dancing on his knees to his ex-wife's house. I like that. If you want to be in the headlines, stay there.
When I said that much, his face turned again, and he said,
All right. I'm leaving.
He picked up the package he dropped ground. The husband left with a look of a defeated villain. 5 years had passed since then. His popularity naturally fell to the immediately after the show aired. He was not that popular in New York. Publicity often spreads. This show even led to an increase in the number of people who knew him. Well, the people who knew my ex-husband across the board. He has completely fallen on hard tin to me.
Give me a job with your power.
I told him that I would never give chance no matter what, and I deleted number. It seems that there are no more programs featuring him at all, as people on the internet say they have changed the channel and do not want to see him. He was fired by his agency as soon contract with them expired because his face is so well known, being chased by reporters, even changed jobs. He could not continue, remains unemployed. Some jobs seem to have incumbent penalties, and since the office would not accept them, so it became his debt. I hope that he should not forget to alimony, because I allow him a small every month. On the other hand, I was asked to produce shows after the big hit became a big hit. Thankfully, I ended up writing for a drama, although it is in the slot. I am not a top-notch writer, but I am steadily approaching my own desire. Above all, even though I am a late bloomer, I am happy that my dream has finally come true. I've quit my corporate job and am writing screenplays at my own pace. I'm not ready to be a housewife again, having just remarried. This is the kind of joy that makes more alive than when I was merry. A woman who took a leap of faith by her husband as a stepping stone to rebuild her life. My current dream is to dramatize I'd have to become a screenwriter and famous enough to be pleased with the dramatization. It's always happy to have goals or that I want to achieve. I truly believe that.